You climb into bed completely exhausted. Tomorrow matters. You have work, school, or responsibilities waiting for you. But instead of falling asleep, you stare into the darkness, watching the clock move from midnight to 2, then 3, wondering why your own mind refuses to let you rest. Psychologists often connect this experience to nighttime rumination and sleep anxiety. In simple words, the brain becomes trapped in a cycle of thinking, worrying, and trying harder to sleep. The harder you force sleep, the further it seems to move away. This pattern is real, and millions of people quietly experience it every night. But why does this happen? For some, stress during the day never truly ends. Their responsibilities finally catch up when the world becomes quiet. For others, one bad night creates a new fear. They stop worrying about tomorrow and start worrying about not sleeping itself. And there are those who carry unfinished emotions into bed. Old conversations, embarrassing memories, grades, work deadlines, family problems, and future uncertainty all arrive together the moment the lights go out. Their fears, their caution, and their desire to stay prepared slowly teach the brain that bedtime is a time for thinking instead of resting. What does life feel like inside their mind? They close their eyes, hoping sleep will come. Instead, another thought appears, then another. They wonder how they will survive tomorrow with no sleep. They count the hours left before morning. They replay conversations that happened years ago. They imagine problems that have not even happened yet. They are exhausted. But inside, something else entirely. Their mind carries a quiet storm while their body begs for sleep. Over time, this pattern becomes more than simple tiredness. Morning feels miserable. Many struggle to stay awake at school or work, yet somehow become wide awake again at night. The bed slowly stops feeling peaceful. Instead, it becomes a place connected with frustration, fear, and disappointment. Some even begin worrying about bedtime hours before they actually lie down. The fear of losing sleep quietly becomes another reason they cannot sleep. So why don't they simply relax? Because anxiety rarely responds to simple instructions. Telling someone to just relax often feels impossible when their nervous system believes something is wrong. The brain keeps promising that one more thought will finally solve the problem. It keeps searching for certainty, even though certainty never arrives. The cycle feeds itself until the night feels endless. If you watch closely, the signs are often familiar. They feel sleepy all afternoon, but suddenly become alert after getting into bed. They check the clock again and again, hoping more time has passed. They panic when they see 3 or 4 in the morning because tomorrow suddenly feels impossible. They spend hours lying perfectly still with their eyes closed, yet never feel like they actually slept. These behaviors do not come from laziness. They come from a mind desperately trying to regain control. But there is another side to this story. The comments of people who experience this every night reveal something deeply human. Many say the hardest part is not the lack of sleep. It is feeling completely alone while everyone else seems to fall asleep within minutes. Some cry because they feel trapped inside their own mind. Others find comfort simply by discovering thousands of strangers awake at the same hour, fighting the exact same battle. Sometimes healing begins the moment people realize they are not the only ones staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning. Psychology reminds us that nighttime overthinking is not proof that your mind is broken. More often, it is proof that your brain has become stuck in protection mode. It believes staying alert is somehow safer than letting go. But rest does not come from winning an argument with your thoughts. It comes from teaching your nervous system that this moment is safe enough to release control. So if tonight becomes another difficult night, remember something many people slowly discover. You are not strange because your mind feels louder after dark. You are not weak because sleep feels difficult. And you are certainly not alone. Somewhere, at this very moment, thousands of other people are lying awake, hoping tomorrow will be different. The goal is not to force sleep to happen. The goal is to stop treating wakefulness as an emergency. Because sometimes, the first step toward peaceful sleep is simply believing that your mind no longer has to stay awake to keep you safe.